the moment that we humans have already been setting the standards for the way of living, the moment that we had the things in place like housing, safety, warm heating, all of these basic needs that took us from being animals to being the humans that we are today, that was the moment that we should have been embarking on the journey of love. And I'm not talking about, well, it is also romantic love, but I'm mainly talking about universal love, and love in the sense of a greater whole, and trying to figure out and think about our place in the universe, our place in the world, our place in life, and focused on relationships, and focused on being good family members, being good with our children, being good with our neighbors, being good with the whole community around us. I think that people naturally would have come to the place where, if their strengths were able to develop, they would have found the profession, the place in the community which is of the highest value for the community as well as themselves, because it would be a personal kind of development. And we could have been focused on things like, for example, evolving your personal DNA, your genetics. So it's funny because I don't really know how to differentiate between spirituality and genetics, because I really think that they go hand in hand. To me, they're like the same thing. Like, your spiritual journey is related to your genes, and the genes that you have are the strengths that you have and the weaknesses that you have. But more than it's some sort of capacity and capability, it also has to do with your mentality, your mind, and your emotions, and how you relate. So more than we have inherited things like craftsmanship or arts or things like that, these things can, as we have discovered also, they are developed, and you can develop very fast today because there's so much resources. But I do believe that everyone has somewhere in their genes something which they are very good at, which they can choose to develop, or things that they are bad at, which it also should be developed. But you should be focusing on the things that are your gifts and your strengths. Now, the problem to the society we live in today is that we don't have the people who are appropriate for their position in that position. And I think that mainly and majorly has to do with that people had too much jealousy towards each other and try to hinder each other and try to be more it became more about power the moment it should have become more about love.